Everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Pep Talk. In today's topic, we're going to be going over the aquarium. Actually, multiple aquariums, considering where Nico and Tom live. They got some exciting stuff for you to share, and yeah, let's dive into it. And so, let's start with one of you guys, whoever wants to go first, and we'll talk about the aquariums.
Yeah, I'll start if you don't mind, Nico, just because you may have seen on my LinkedIn recently that they just had the grand opening of the new Mote Marine Aquarium in Lakewood Ranch. Mote Marine is an awesome aquarium I've been going to since I was 8 years old. It was started by Dr. Eugenie Clark, a really great person who tried to undo everything that Jaws did. Now, Jaws is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's so great, but it really created a lot of fear and demonization around sharks. Eugenie Clark really started talking about shark preservation, studying sharks and how interesting they are. Obviously, there's a lot of medical studying of sharks because they never get cancer. They're super interesting because they don't have bones, they only have cartilage. Yeah, cartilage. So, um, I've been and it's been out on Longboat Key and Lido Key right by the water forever. So they opened up this new one and they did a soft opening for members, and it is beautiful. It's 3 stories. Like there's a huge escalator in the middle that takes you up, and you kind of start at the top and you go around and you just work down. So if you haven't been to the new Mote Marine Aquarium, it just opened. Go see it. Go to my LinkedIn page. My sister took a ton of my daughter took a ton of awesome pictures and videos of different fish and stuff that I shared on there. So just really excited to get that aquarium going. And then when I'm out in California, we basically live at Monterey Bay Aquarium. So two of the greatest aquariums, and Jeff and I are super passionate about that, and so is Nico now too. So, Nico, tell us a little bit. You're saying that I forget the name of the aquarium in Miami, but it just closed.
Yeah, the Miami Sea Aquarium just closed recently after 70 years of operation. But I think it was a different approach of what an aquarium should be. It was more like not the best. It was kind of a SeaWorld kind of attraction park with a name of an aquarium, because it was a mix between research and show. I think the research was attached to one of the universities in Miami, like the Faculty of Biology or Marine Biology or something like that. But it was a very sad experience to see this kind of aquarium. I remember first time I went, probably was 9 years old when I was a kid. I was living in Colombia, and I remember that that's where they record Flipper, that old movie. So when I was young, like every kid, oh, nice, a dolphin, that's amazing. But I remember coming back to the aquarium like on 2008 with with my girlfriend, who's now my wife, and it was sad to see that option. I was no, it's cool because we were going to swim with the dolphins, and that ended up to be a bad experience. And then the show was included. There was a couple of people doing, oh no, flipper jump, really lame. And then when we see the manatees and the animals that were there, but I remember the manatee. Imagine like a circle tank and a manatee who looks almost like a clock. It was just hardly rotating in the same spot with some green mold on the back. So I was like, I remember with my wife thinking like, this is very sad. The manatee is not in good shape, doesn't have any room to move.
Yeah.
And for the last years, I have never hear no one saying, let's go to this aquarium. So it was on decay already. I don't know for how many years, but I'm talking about almost 15 years ago when the last time I went, and it was bad. I cannot imagine how it looks today. So it's important to show animals to people and educate them on what those animals are, so people can be aware that they are true or not a video. Especially kids nowadays, where they see everything through videos and screens.
Yeah.
So if they know that animals are real, they might be more conscious about taking care of. But it needs to be a place that is focused on research, on taking care of. What you were saying, like to stop that demonization about sharks, because people are too afraid of sharks because of the movie. But the importance of shark in the ocean is tremendous. So we have good examples and bad examples, and well, one is opening and the other one is dying. Let's call Mufasa Circle of Life. I don't know.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, sharks are an apex predator. So if you start dwindling the population of an apex predator, then the whole ocean doesn't function any longer, right? I was just watching something about pandas. Pandas don't provide any type of function. Like if the world didn't have panda bears, it wouldn't affect the forest at all. But sharks are super important.
They're too cute. They're too cute to be extinct. But
yeah,
it's super clumsy. I feel like every video of a panda bear is like them falling over backwards.
rolling.
Yeah,
yes.
Like a bowling ball.
I think they're drunk.
Yeah, bamboo.
But it's interesting to look at the difference of like the flora and fauna between Monterey Bay, because it's in the Pacific and the cold, versus Mote Marine, which is in the Gulf and warm water. So obviously we have manatees in Sarasota because they're mammals and they really like warmer waters. For example, in the winter, right by our power plant up in Tampa, the power plant is using water from the Gulf and to go through, and then the water that's coming out of the power plant is really warm. So in the winter, when the water gets cold, it's just right outside the power plant. It's just a sea of manatees. So we don't get those in the Pacific. But in the Pacific, for example, at Mote Marine, they have those awesome, massive sea otters. Where in Mote Marine, we just have smaller. I mean, sea otters are almost like twice as big as.
So when you were in Moat, were you able to see a manatee? Like,
Yeah, they have like 3 or 4 different manatees, but it wasn't like the Miami Aquarium. They have a huge deal, and I'll send you a picture, Jeff, and we can maybe put it somewhere in the pep talk of my daughter next to one of the manatees. I mean, they're massive. It's like millions of years of evolution have created a seed potato. That's what it looks like. I mean, they literally look like a giant big potato.
Yeah.
With a Shar-Pei head. I don't know if you've ever seen a Shar-Pei, like the Chinese dogs. I grew up with them, so it just looks like a potato with a Shar-Pei head.
It's a mix between the body of a pig, the face of a Shar-Pei, or a very fat Shar-Pei because it doesn't have any wrinkles on the body.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a mix of face of a Shar-Pei, body of a pig, head as a whale, and I don't know.
They're weird.
They're cute.
So
yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jeff.
No, go ahead. You were full on going to go.
Oh, well, one of the things that they said, like mermaids, one of the things that they thought that drunk pirates, when they came to the Caribbean, would see manatees and think that they were mermaids. I'm like,
overweight mermaids.
How much rum do you have to drink?
I was just going to say that.
I think a 1,000-pound manatee looks like a beautiful woman that's fish. That's a lot of rum. Make Jack Sparrow embarrassed by the amount of rum it would take to do that.
He's embarrassed or jealous, that's for sure. But so whenever you went to Mo, I mean, what else did you get to experience? I mean, how much is it? Is it like fully done, or is there more to go?
It's fully done. So they have Mote does a lot of cool things. So they were trying to self-fund for a while they started a sturgeon raising farm. So they're raising sturgeon to pull caviar out of it, and they were selling caviar in a responsible, sustainable way, just harvesting the caviar out of the sturgeon without killing them. And they were selling caviar into the Russian market. I think Russia buys a lot of caviar. So they have that. They do a lot of study on, obviously, protection. They have a huge section on jellyfish. They have a massive tank with huge sharks in it as well. It's a really good show. Or aquarium. It's not like Atlanta Aquarium where they have, like a 30-foot whale shark in their tanks, which is just ridiculous. But they have a couple good, like 10-foot lemon sharks, and
that's so pretty
really nice. I mean, it just makes me hungry because I like to eat all like there's tons of snook and grouper and all the game fish that I want to cook.
Yeah,
those are you were talking about sharks and then getting hungry. I was like, I have never tried shark.
Yeah, it's tough. It's real tough.
Yeah, and sharks urinate through their skin, so they're basically kind of urinating through their flesh a little bit. So that it's not the best tasting fish in the world.
And a lot of it's muscle I feel like.
Yeah, it's not like I've caught my fair share of sharks, but I've never kept one.
We caught the Russia shark, and it was. I mean, we weren't fishing for the shark; it just hooked on. But and then 7 hours in a chair. But when you get back, it's all tense, more tense than what it already is, and the meat was kind of tough. But I mean, it's definitely not my go-to. That's for sure.
Yeah, and then like a lot of people you'll see now, like when you kill it, like the stress of catching the fish makes it release a lot of toxins into the
Yeah,
meat. Or
very
just
true.
sitting there, like people will take fish that are alive and just throw them into the cooler. But now you see people that like kill them right away before they throw them in the cooler because that stress of them basically drowning in air and not being in water makes the meat kind of go bad. So if you are going to keep it, use it and cook it. But if you're
Yeah,
not, revive it. Make sure it's got plenty of oxygen and
agreed.
set it free. But I don't see a reason to catch a shark outside of the sport fishing aspect of it. Sharks are pretty robust, so even if they're caught, they usually survive. Some fish like tarpon and stuff like that, they fight, or marlin, they fight so hard
Yeah,
that they exhaust themselves to death. So you really
yeah,
have to be conscious and kind of resuscitate them and make sure that they're good before you let them go. I've definitely
yeah.
let go of fish and then they just float to the surface. You're like,
Yeah, and you were kind of emphasizing like the protection of things, and so that kind of brings me up to the topic of donating and what whenever you are donating and what you're getting back from it and what you're actually putting your money towards. And so whenever I look at donating, like I donate to the Monterey Bay Aquarium, I know what I'm donating towards, and that's kind of what Mote is doing as well. They have lots of reasoning to donate, and they do so much, which kind of Tom and Nico were emphasizing. And we don't aquariums, there's bad and good ones, and whenever you have someone that is so transparent like Mo in the Monterey Bay Aquarium, it makes me feel good about where I'm going to donate my money. And so that's why I would say if you are going to donate, try to look into the aquarium that you're giving back to. And there's just so much cool things that they can do and uncover. So
yeah, I mean, if like there's a good PR word and a bad PR word when it comes to aquariums. If your aquarium is built for profit,
yeah,
that might not be the best aquarium. But if it's built for preservation and conservation, that's a good PR word, right? Like,
yeah,
how do we, obviously in Florida, we have all these no wake zones so that boats aren't running over manatees and just
yeah, that's
trying to
awesome.
examine all of our sea life.
They need to do both to be successful. Like focus on research and make it profitable so it could sustain by itself. Otherwise, you're going to see crappy installations and animals not being taken care. So yes, the main focus should be protect and research and I don't know and teach humans that those are real animals in the world
Yeah,
Yep,
and make it profitable. I don't know through memberships or donations in general because they have to stay in good shape. So it's not so bad if they're profitable, but the main focus should be research and
yeah,
use
exactly.
profitability to make it sustainable.
yep,
Yeah,
for sure.
one dream I would like to do is to have an annual golf tournament, like a fundraising golf tournament for both aquariums would be awesome. Like bring a bunch of our customers, whoever wants to come in and have raffles and stuff, and then just split all the proceeds from the golf tournament for the two aquariums. It's a dream of mine that I'd like to start to do. So stay tuned for that. We'll have like a Monterey Bay Mote Marine Invitation. We'll do it somewhere good, like
Yeah,
Spanish Bay or Spyglass or something like that. Really awesome course of mine. So,
I will need to learn. Otherwise, my apport to the to the golf tournament will be as caddy, or only I can keep the woods and then the putting because I have gone to the field like twice in my life. I'm good at starting and ending, but in between, I don't know how to use an iron. So,
yeah.
fair enough.
I'm a
So
great
here's what
caddy.
we'll do. We'll just get you a Bev cart and you can drive around and make nicotini's for everybody.
There you go.
And then even if you play bad at the end, you might not remember.
no, I play good at the beginning and at the end. I don't know what to do in the middle. That's my
Yeah,
my main challenge.
me too.
So we're getting pretty
Um,
close to the cutoff time. Did you guys have anything else you guys wanted to add in there?
No, but support your like go to your local aquarium, support them if you can raise money for them, especially if they're like a really solid institution like Monterey Bay or Mote. Family memberships are a great way. Donations are a great way to help.
Yep. Agreed. Well, that's
Agreed.
all we have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this topic. I know we enjoy talking about the aquariums and how we can help. So we hope you guys are doing the same thing. But anyways, we hope you guys have a good day, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Hasta
Bye bye.
luego.